The traditional midweek 3 breakaway stage. Wout van Aert, could he get it done with everybody looking at him? How long would you spend on an altitude camp before the Tour de France? This is what was from Gap to Barcelonnette. Over 3,000 meters of climbing across 5 Category 3 climbs, 180 Ks, but the last 40 Ks was false flat uphill, and none of the climbs were too severe. Verschere crashed on Total Energy in the neutral zone before it kicked off, with everybody wanting to get in the breakaway. Just remember that for later. And then on the actual first 4K 6% climb, that's where we saw the break go. Van Aert in, Lascano and Carapaz, the doors about to close from the peloton. And they do get in huge break, about 40 guys. Ineos with Kwiatkowski and G, Lemon and Wout van Aert there, Carapaz, Healy, Sean Quinn, Michael Matthews, 4 Total Energy, 3 Groupama, Hindley, Frank van den Broek, you name it. Everyone that wants a stage win that can't compete with Pogacar or Vingegaard or Remco, and can't compete with Philipsen and Binny in the sprints, they're in the breakaway. This is the big opportunity. Carapaz and Lascano go for KOM points. Don't really know why. What's Van Aert and Lemon cooking up? Second last climb. This is where the climbers like Ben Healy have to try and make a difference. Sobrero marks him. Chris Neylands is in the move, but Bart Lemon is sitting there like an anchor. G goes across. Mühlberger closing down for Aaron Baru, and Healy goes again, and Bart Lemon is marking absolutely everything, trying to shut it down for Wout van Aert. Starting to look a bit ragged at the end of that climb, but actually it all comes back together for the most part. It's a group of 30 or so going over the top. Just watch Van Aert near the top. He does this on both the last 2 climbs. He goes to the front, doesn't attack, doesn't set a really hard tempo, but then allows himself kind of to get countered. He does it again. I don't know if this is an attack on like a false flat downhill. It's got everyone in the wheel, and Johannesson takes that momentum and just steps off him with 200 meters to the top. So Van Aert kind of put himself in a tough position at the end of the second last climb. No matter, it's all brought back together with Kwiatkowski, Healy, Carapaz, all there. Next climb, same thing, literally same thing again. 3.5 Ks, 5.5%. All the teams are trying to get away from Matthews and Van Aert. Lascano's going, but Lemon is stuck to everybody just shutting it down, not contributing. And watch, 600 meters to go. We're near the top of the climb. Van Aert, it's not that hard to climb. Van Aert goes to front again, not an attack, just kind of setting a half tempo. And then we see when it cuts away and then comes back, we got a nice seaside shot. Kwiatkowski slingshot around him off that tempo, sprinting right to the top. Neylands can't get to the wheel. Johannesson's just behind as well. We've got a little plateau after this, but Kwiatkowski is trying to Fuga de la Fuga. He's trying to get ahead. Lemon's chasing with still a big group behind. That group is uncooperative. There's jumping everywhere. You can see the splits. And with just under 37 k's to go, Campenaerts and Matteo Verschere go up the road. Look how close Tom Schoens gets to the wheel of Verschere and Campenaerts. Like, these are the fine margins in Tour de France stages and can be the difference between winning or not even being in the picture to win the stage. And Campenaerts absolutely drills this plateau all out. He doesn't care about Verschere on his wheel. He's still, like, Kwiatkowski's also going all out, but he's hoping someone joins him. And on this technical descent, they do. Campenaerts and Verschere, who starts to relay, get across. And fortunately for them, Johannesson, who's chasing behind, his first wheel in front of the chase group. Look how close he was to Campenaerts and Verschere. He crashes in this hairpin. I think it's Jai Hindley just behind him. And that just slows them down maybe 2-3 seconds when they might have been getting onto the back of Campenaerts and Verschere on this descent. And on that descent, they get across to Kwiatkowski, and that's all she wrote. You see the chase group behind, they start to lose time. Lemon's in there, but he doesn't go back to pull for Van Aert, who's in the Carapaz group, about 20 seconds behind. Lascano's in there, pulling, sometimes not pulling. Van Aert's trying to get across. Aaron Baru's trying to get across, but they've got 2 teammates up the road, so pretty big mess in the chase groups with Lemon or Visma and Movistar. They couldn't seem to decide whether they were trying to get this group 2 actually to close Kwiatkowski and Campenaerts, or whether they shouldn't invest too much because they got Aaron Baru and Van Aert in the group behind. In the end, sort of nothing happens and both groups chasse patat. Meanwhile, Campenaerts, Kwiatkowski and Verscher absolutely go full commitment to the finish. And it's a hard finish too. Yes, it's not a Category 1 climb, but it's a hard day, 180 Ks, middle of the third week, and Campenaerts is playing a bit. He's letting the wheel go to Verscher when Verscher starts to pull. Not because he's tired, he's trying to show Kwiatkowski that he's weak. He's huffing and puffing. He's doing it again here with 1,700 meters to go. He's not letting the wheel go. He's just saying, when he pulls, I'm really struggling. So when Kwiatkowski looks back at him, when he doesn't go through with 1K to go with Verscher going, Kwiatkowski maybe thinks he's not bluffing. He's cooked. I need to close Verscher. But yeah, Kwiatkowski played chicken, but only for 2 seconds, and then quickly realizes, I'm going to go to Verscher. But Verscher saw his gap and starts sprinting, so Kwiatkowski is not in the wheel. Campenaerts is, and he's getting a quote-unquote free ride in the wheel of Kwiatkowski, who then goes to the front, 200 meters to go, little chicane. Verscher brings Campenaerts into the sprint nicely, and that's all she wrote. Victor Campenaerts, Voxnor, sprinting past Verscher and Kwiatkowski to take the biggest win of his career. The mustache gets the job done, winning ahead of Verscher, Kwiatkowski, Tom Skjerns, and Lascano, Lemon, Neylands, Hindley, Van Aert, Matthews rounding out the top 10. Here is a fantastic interview from the winner himself.
As a real professional, you have to ride the Tour de France, finish the Tour de France, and winning a stage in the Tour de France is everybody's dream. And I'm not a neo-pro. I've been dreaming about this for a very long time. After the classics, opening classic, Flanders classic, I had a very difficult time. I had a verbal agreement with the team about extending the contract, and I got ignored for a long time, and it was very difficult. I was on a long altitude camp, but my girlfriend was there. She supported me every day, highly pregnant. And I was struggling to finish my training schedules, but I changed my mind. I have a bright future now, still in cycling. I became a father and was like blue skies, only blue skies. I started to feel very good on the bike. And coming to this Tour de France with a super motivated team, we have a super good atmosphere in the team. This is just the summum of this atmosphere in the team, and we're gonna celebrate tonight.
In terms of GC, no changes in the top 10. Kras moved up a lot, but he's up to like 12th or something. Big stage tomorrow to Isola. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you the recap then. Ciao.